Okay, so we are in Kovalam, Trivandrum, and if you'll see, uh, we have the religious roots which are still there, and at the same time we have adventurous sports also out over here, right? You have a speedboat, rafting, and all those things. So it's a very balanced approach from a city perspective. You'll see you have pilgrims also, you have temples. Okay, Sri Padmanabha Swami temple is there, you have Shiva temple, then also the river rafting and all those things are there. So adventurous sports which are going on. So today I'm not going to give a deep technical presentation kind of a this thing. Whatever slides which are there, I will try to keep it as a story. Okay, so whenever we hear the word story, it goes like, yes, what is the story about it? So before I get into the storyline, how many apps are there on our smartphones today? So for iPhone users, I have given this. And for the Android, okay, this is how you can look at it. Okay, so on an average, how many apps will be there? Just a wild guess. If I can ask to the last rows out over there. How many apps are there in your smartphone? Can you raise the hand and just call out and say that how many apps are there? Anyone? It's not this thing kind of a Viva kind of a test or anything as such what we had given in our college days. Okay, can anyone please? In your mobile app, only 40? Okay, so you're not the person for this generation. Anyone? Anyone over here who has more than 100 apps? Great, great. Okay, so in general, if you'll see, there are at least minimum in the range of 90 plus apps in our mobile, right? And in that apps, okay, what we do, okay, most of the apps which are frequently used are on the home screen of your mobile, right? So how the application development or the deployment, we started the journey. Now again, if I had to stitch a story around this, so how it is. Nowadays we are watching a lot of web series and all those things, lot of movies which comes, right? So in that, what happens is that they will start with a very high intense scene, okay? And then they will put a clipper 6 months earlier or 3 months earlier. Similarly, the application development or the deployment started happening with a simple server, storage, SAN switches architecture, and we used to put a application on the operating system. Then came the era of virtualization, right? From virtualization, then the era came of, say, containers in between, all of a sudden, right? What are container, Dockers, and all those things. And then slowly, with the hypervisor and container put together, everything we started doing that. Now tell me, which is the best way or methodology of deploying application? Only on bare metal containers or hypervisor with containers? How many of you are using the food delivery apps, right? Either Zomato, Swiggy, Uber Eats, kind of this thing. How is the application flow? When we open the app of, say, Zomato or a Swiggy, we just look into this, the API gateways goes, the interaction or the API gateways are integrated with all the food outlets, the restaurants and hotels, and we do that willing. And within, if we know exactly what we have to order, okay, within couple of minutes, we are through and we are with the payment, and we do the payment, and Zomato or Swiggy will come and say that, okay, fine, 45 minutes to delivery. And it will keep on ticking up, right? These are all microservices enabled apps, right? The integration with your payment gateway, with your bank, and all those things is completely microservices integration, right, at the back end. So what is the right way? Whether we have to do only the bare metal kind of this thing, or whether we have to do with a hypervisor and container, or whether we have to put it on cloud, or whether it has to be a mix of a hybrid cloud, if I have to call it out. How many are with me on hybrid cloud? 1, 2. I won't count the Nutanix cloud. Okay. What is hybrid cloud? Anyone? Come on, yeah. See it. Don't give me a feeling that I'm like a professor over here and just giving a lecture, right? It's a more. I believe it has to be a more interactive kind of a session. Okay. So in a simple listing, you have in your private cloud, on your premises, a hypervisor with microservices or the bare metal, a mix where you can manage it through one single console, and which you can put it, you can burst it into a public cloud of your given choice, whether it is AWS, Azure, or GCP. So what Nutanix does, we provide a platform, whether it is Kubernetes workload, or whether it's a traditional workload, okay, or it is a private cloud in your own setup, or a cloud in AWS or Google or Azure. We provide that platform where you can seamlessly go to the public cloud and come back again. Okay, so we are a platform. We provide a solution, whether it is microservices or a monolithic kind of application. Now, as we start, right, AI came into the picture in last couple of years like crazy, right? Each and everything is AI driven. Nowadays, we have lot of videos which are going on, fake videos and all those things, right? The classic fake video, okay, if in a public forum, if I had to quote it, it was saying that US President Donald Trump quoting that Tesla is not going to get manufactured in US, right? How many of you have seen that video? It was circulated in WhatsApp like crazy, right? But that was a fake video developed through AI, right? So it can be so truthful that at a first glance, you will feel that, yes, it's the fact what it is giving it. But we have to be aware, right? And in a couple of months back, when I was in the defense area, and I was just presenting over there AI with cybersecurity, right? So how many of you seen the Sholay? Okay, the classic movie. Anyone? How many are movie buffs? Okay, tell me one. How many are seeing movies? No one. Any sports? FIFA? Who are soccer fans over here? Very few, yeah. Come on. Looks like either you haven't got the coffee properly, because of that you are still coming out of that. Okay. So in Sholay, there is a peculiar dialogue, okay, of Gabbar Singh. Loha lohe ko kaatta hai. Sorry. Whose dialogue it was there? Whether it was Gabbar Singh or Thakur. Thank you. Okay. So loha lohe ko kaatta hai, right? I believe you understand Hindi, right? At least because of the courtesy to the Bollywood movies, most of us can understand Hindi, right? So similarly, if we are going to have AI cyber attacks, right, we have to defend with AI only. And that was the topic in defense a couple of months back when I had delivered the presentation, right? So loha lohe ko kaatta hai, that is the right word, okay? For that purpose, how our platform should be capable of delivering your monolithic application, your Kubernetes, and at the same time, the artificial intelligence also, where you're creating a platform for your application DevOps team, okay, who can, on the go, deploy LLMs and SLMs out over there, and they can scale out or scale out, okay? Now, with this, how I'm going to integrate with the AI, right, artificial intelligence. So when we started the AI journey, what was the thought process? Oh, fine. We have seen a lot of Instagram tickers, right? AI, learn easily, chat GPT and all those things. Nowadays, it is a lot of things which are going on. In 40 days, you can learn how AI has to be driven and what is the actual power, right? But how many of you think that in 40 days you'll get trained and you will be able to get the optimal uses of AI? Hardly, right? Similarly, when we start the AI journey in our organization, it looks like, yes, it's a very simple path. We can just walk it across and we can deliver the AI. Just connecting these dots with the Insta reels which are coming up, 40 days you learn chat GPT and you will be the expert. Is it the case? No, right? Because it was that simple, everybody would have adopted the AI and they would have done with their applications on AI itself. Everybody would have gone through the AI. So when we start that journey, actually the path is elevated something 100 feet to 100 meters above the ground level. And at the same time, the path is very slippy. right? So how Nutanix helps you in that? So the experience of AI, the industry experience of AI, what we bring it to us. So we have categorically put across 7 stages, okay, right from defining the clear business case. Second is bringing the AI on premises. Then at the same time, your data should be secured. Today, data is nothing but a big economy, right? Whoever has the data, whoever has the information, he is the king, right? Irrespective of if I have to talk about political angle, okay, irrespective of who is holding the highest chair, the person is most respected who has the entire information, right? And not the or not the king, but the kingmaker is the most key person in any given scenarios, whether it's a team captain or whether it's a prime minister or a president of any country or any chief, right? It has to be a kingmaker who has the entire information, and he always is in background who plays a big role. Gartner has predicted 40% of data breaches from AI. The earlier example what I had given, loha lohe ko katta hai, right? 40% of data breaches are going through the AI. So for this, okay, your security has to be tightly coupled, right? At the same time, you have to have a good governance. You should have a proper data management, and you should have the skills also which should be ready, right? So that is what Nutanix gives you by simplifying things with our Nutanix Enterprise AI solution, where we have our own AI clusters built with all open sources, and that is how we give it, how we deliver that. So if you'll see from a bird's eye view, okay, you have GPU-enabled nodes on which we have Nutanix OS and NKP, because for AI you will require a Kubernetes. And top of it, with our files and storage, you can also have the data secure at the same time. You can have your own choice of LLMs, okay, or SLMs also. And in this way, you can deliver a proper AI within your organization. So in a simple term, if I have to put it across, we deliver it in a very simplicity way, cost effective, and we give the control to you and not control to the AI or any third party. The control of data and solution is with you. Coming to the 30,000 feet, how the AI, the workflow which is there, I have just depicted over here. Because of the scarcity of time, I can't go in details out over here. And this is the way how we build the entire, from private cloud to the hybrid cloud, okay? Whether it is AI related or NKP or Kubernetes or microservices related, or your monolithic application, you can do it through one single window. In nutshell, in a simple terms, these are the building blocks, what you can deliver your solution in a simple way. With this, I would like to thank you for giving a good amount of attention to this presentation. And this is a team. So we have Santosh Kumar, who is our sales director for government and public sector. We have Gavish, who is the South India for government and public sector. And we have Jay Prakash, who is again the pre-sales, okay, for government and public sector over here. Thank you very much. And giving back you 40 seconds, okay, that is what Nutanix gives always, whether it is delivery or presentation or whatever. Thank you very much. Over.